Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So what is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin? After the bloodbath, what we are witnessing in Bitcoin price action and also the market in general, is the price of Bitcoin now finally ready for this new movement here to the upside? Because we are well aware, yesterday when the price of Bitcoin retested the previous support line that was sitting around 35,000, you can see we got a strong support. This weak rejection clearly shows that. And now we are seeing this relief rally type of scenario. But the question here is, how far is this relief rally going to continue? Because if you look at the price movement here, in this manner, this could be formation of a double bottom. And double bottom is a bullish price movement. And not just only because of the double bottom, but also if you look at this big weak rejection here to the downside, whenever we have seen a similar scenario unfolding, I mean price has showed some bigger weak rejection. What has happened in most of the cases, the price before showing any sort of a movement here to the downside, right, it has showed some relief rally type of scenario playing out. Only after that a price retracement. So that's why I am actually warning you, it may look like a bullish price movement, but it could fake out because the indicators here to the downside are still not supporting the price movement. If you look at the MACD, which is clearly a bearish MACD cross, RSI still below 50 level, and the T3CCI in a negative territory, not supporting the price movement. But in the medium short term, it doesn't mean the price is not allowed to see any sort of a relief rally. Please keep this in mind. As I've already showed you, this could be a formation more like a double bottom where the price could be heading towards the neckline area. And if it does, right, that would be absolutely great, because we know this neckline here, which is sitting around 45,000, must be flipped into support if this is an actual relief rally here in this manner. But there is a twist. For this price movement to continue at least towards this 45,000, it is not going to be an easy task. Why? Let me show you here. So now let's look at this here in a 4-hour time frame, and I want to add this right angle broadening wedge scenario one more time, because yesterday I showed you the area where we previously found resistance was the line which previously acted as a support, because we can see clearly, guys, clearly this lower line area which previously acted as a strong line of support is the line of resistance. And exactly when the price attempted to break out of it, the same line which previously acted as a support acted as a resistance. And right now, as you can see, we are exactly at the same trend line. So right now, if the price of Bitcoin wants to show any sort of a movement, this 39,000 resistance must be flipped into support. Otherwise, right, otherwise this could be a failed attempt to break out of this formation and again continue this movement here in this manner. I mean a bigger pullback, because if you look at the retracement, whenever we got a rejection from this trend line, we also saw a bigger price pullback. So now if this rejection is going to remain, then we have to be extremely careful, because we don't want another movement here to happen like this, because we are still aware that according to this bump and run reversal, this 31,000 target is still open. So we are keeping eye on that. And beside that, right, beside that, what if the price does manage this to overcome this obstacle, I mean break out of this resistance line and flip it into support? So in that case, let me show you another very interesting price movement that could be unfolding in between these lines. So if you look at the price movement now in this way, you can see very clearly, guys, this here is a descending broadening wedge. And now let me also show you this example of descending broadening wedge. So there you go, guys, this here is a descending broadening wedge, and we are not just only getting a rejection from this falling trend line, we are also getting rejection from the upper line area of this descending broadening wedge. And according to this descending broadening wedge, if the price of Bitcoin does manages to flip this resistance into support around 39,000, then this trend is also going to continue here to the upside. Because if we look at this example in a whole, the price breakout direction to the upside is 79% and the downside direction is 21%. And if this is going to happen, then first target according to this example is also going to be the top of this descending broadening wedge before again showing any sort of a movement here in this manner. And beside this descending broadening wedge, And also this falling trend line resistance, there is another strong line of resistance the price of Bitcoin is facing right now. Let me show you that as well. So let me look at this again using this CPR indicator. Many are asking me which CPR indicator I'm using. I'm using this one from Gomati Shankar, guys. This pivot point CPR with monthly, weekly, daily high low from Gomati Shankar. Now, if you look at this in a very, very simple way, I just showed you with the previous example from this one here. If this is going to be a double bottom, then the resistance around 39,000 must be flipped into support at any cost, because then we can see a movement around this 41,000 and also this trend continuation around 45,000. But as we are aware, it's not going to be an easy task. Why? Because you can see here right now, not just only this falling trend line or also the upper line area of this descending broadening wedge is acting as a resistance, but also the resistance from the CPR lines, because this CPR line, what you can see, which is sitting around 39,100 area, is another additional resistance for Bitcoin. So that is the reason right now we are facing so much resistance between this price range of 39,000-40,000 area. So that's why we are going to monitor this price movement very closely, because we want this 39,000 resistance here in the medium short term to be flipped into support. Otherwise this here is going to be a move in this manner where the price gets gravitated towards the monthly S1 line. As I've already showed you, this monthly S1 line is also lying around 31,500, 31,600 range. And also according to the bump and run reversal top, if this trend is going to fail to continue to the upside, the second target, which is also 31,000, is still open. And beside this example, guys, let me also show you why this support line, which is around 35,000, is not just only a random support. Because if you look at the price movement here in a bigger frame, we can see in a weekly the price here is still forming this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. But if I would add this trend line, ascending trend line in this way, then you can see right now the price of Bitcoin has not just only found support at the previous support line from this bump and run reversal top around 35,000, but also from this ascending channel lower line area. Because whenever we have tested the lower line area, we have found a very, very strong support in past Bitcoin price action. You can see that. That's why, guys, the price of Bitcoin is not allowed to close the weekly below this ascending channel lower line area, because if you close the weekly below this support line, then this is going to be a big warning sign where the price is leaving the support from this ascending channel, which has been acting as a support since December 2020. That's why we will be monitoring this price action very, very carefully. So as you can see, guys, I showed you all the possible scenario that could be playing out here in Bitcoin price action. And now, before I conclude this video, I just want to make you guys aware that Bybit and Femex both are providing around $4,100 bonus each if you sign up using my referral link down below. And beside this, I'm giving away additional $10,000 as a giveaway from my own pocket to anyone who is using my referral link. Either it's a Bybit or Femex, and deposit at least $300. The winner will be announced end of this month. So that's why, if you don't want to miss this opportunity, if you want to take part in this 10,000 giveaway, then feel free to use my ref link down below. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.